everyone, this is Pratiksha Dewan, Assistant Professor of Pragati College of Education, Dagapur, Siliguri. So in today's class, we will be learning about the human resource, second semester, course 9, and the name of the course is Assessment for Learning, second half, unit 2. So students, in the previous class, we have learned about the important human resource, that is teaching staff. And under teaching staff, there are like full-time, part-time and para-teachers. So in today's class, we will be learning about non-teaching staff. So non-teaching staff, as you know, they are important human resource for a school. So to run a school, not only teaching staff is enough or sufficient, but there is a need of non-teaching staff as well. So they are required for office work, therefore, and this non-teaching staff should be very efficient, dedicated, sincere workers, and they should have a proper sense of responsibility. So the requirements in the school for the non-teaching staff are, firstly, they require 2 clerks, the next is 1 or 2 office bearer, the next is 1 or 2 office computer operator, and the last one is 1 or 2 gardener, peon or a sweeper. So without the human resource, without the non-teaching staff, it is very difficult for a school to have a smooth functioning. So non-teaching staff also they play a very important role in the school. And similarly, the non-teaching staff, they have various and different responsibilities. Like for an example, they have to keep record, they have to keep collection, they have to acknowledge the headmaster's notice to the teachers, to the students, they have to type letters and many other official work like receive or post letters, collect fees, maintain cash book, maintain classroom, teacher's room, and headmaster's room, corridor, cleanliness, hygiene, and so on. And they also have to assist in many other important work of the school. So that is why non-teaching staff are a very important human resource of a school. So now we will be learning about the students. Students, they are the central part of the education system. So they are the future citizens and they must be given equal education. Education should be provided to all. That means students, whether they are a boy or a girl, or a student they come from a ST or a SC or a OBC background, minority or a special needs children. Each and every student is important, and as education is the basic human right, so proper education must be provided to each and every student. Earlier, what happened is girls, they were deprived of education, a proper education system. But now the equal opportunity is provided to both boys and girls. They receive a same kind of education. And similarly with the student from ST, SC or OBC, Indian Constitution have given the extra facilities to such students so that they can get education and employment as well after completing their education. Therefore, for such students like ST, SC, ST and OBC, seats are reserved for those students. And minority student, for the minority students, articles and sub-articles was introduced to promote the education of the minority people. So they have right to establish institution. And coming to the next is special needs children. Children with the special need, they must be given proper education and appropriate education according to their own needs. So that education, after getting education, what happens is they will be able to maximize their capabilities and potentialities, because the special needs children, they also have their own abilities, they have their potentialities and they have their strength. So they focus more on their strength rather than their weaknesses. So each and every student, whether it is a boy or a girl, or a ST or a SC, minority or a special needs children, each and every children must be provided with same kind of a education. So no student should be denied from getting proper education. Okay, so now students in a school. So when the students are enrolled in a school, school must provide the students with the proper timetable, mentioning their different activities at schools, their sports, games, and etc. And they must be given proper written work, assignments, project, and they must be made aware about the criteria for assessment and condition for promotions. And the students must also be known about the different system of a prefect, monitors, and student council. And provision also should be made for differently abled students. And apart from this, student also should be provided with different co-curricular activities. And these activities, what are the co-curricular activities? Means the student must be motivated to participate in activities like competition, inter-school or intra-school exhibition, art, craft project, celebration of a national or a social event, sports day, annual day, and some kind of social services and communities, and so on. So each and every student must avail all the facilities or all the opportunities which are being provided by the school. Now the next is teacher student ratio. For proper and controlled class climate in school, teacher student ratio is very important. If the teacher student ratio is proper, then effective teaching will take place. That means the teacher and the student will have proper interactive session, or teaching learning process will be very effective. And the teacher student ratio in a school should be 1:40. That means one teacher will teach 40 students. They have the responsibility of teaching 40 students. But when we visit the school, the government school, then what we see is one teacher have the responsibility of teaching approximately 80 students or 100 students. So if a teacher is teaching 80 students or 100 students in the classroom, then the effective classroom does not take place. That means they are compromising with the quality of the education. So, and in some other cases, what happens, what we see in the school is there are many teachers, teaching staff, but the number of the students are very less. That means they have a problem in the student teacher ratio. Therefore, it is the responsibility of school education department or the education ministry to look into this matter so that the quality of the education will get improved. If the teacher student ratio is proper, then definitely the quality of the education will also get improved, because they will have a proper interactive session in the classroom. Okay, so the teacher student ratio is 1:40. Okay, thank you class.